All right, Soundtrap, lesson 4. Moving ahead, I might do a few different lessons in a row with the last one, the last video that we went over, where we basically just do an intro and then a couple burgers that fade out. Just some extra things that I haven't mentioned yet. Around this time, I might start adding some new things in because we're starting to get used to how to use the website. First of all, in a DAW, you have a solo button. It's the headphones. When I click on the solo button and I hit play, what am I going to hear, guys? Usually they figure it out. It's the only one there. I'm only going to hear the top track. Here's the problem with the solo button in Soundtrap. What they will do is once they're done soloing, instead of just turning it off and going back to normal, they will solo all of them to hear them all. And that's not ideal. If you have 16 channels, you shouldn't have to go through and do this to every single one. So you will have to probably teach more than once that you need to turn this part off to go back to normal, right? The opposite is the mute button, speaker with an X. If you click on that, you're going to hear everything except that track until you turn it back on. Okay, and then the volume knob turns up the volume of this track or down the volume of this track. Here's the issue that's going to be foreign to them. It's foreign to me. At first, you're going to want to turn this like the direction a knob would go. But in a DAW with a click and drag, you click on it. You'll see the arrows right here, up and down. Drag straight up or straight down to get the knob to turn. Think of it more as a slider instead of a knob. Okay, and I tell them these are for mixing. They want to crank them all up. That's not what we're using this for. This is for if I'm listening to something and I decide, you know what, the bass is just a little too loud, I can pull it back a little. It's for balancing. Okay, if you want the whole thing to be louder, that's for your Chromebook. Turn the volume up on your Chromebook. So today we do an ABA song. We learn what ABA is, right? I've made a burger already. I'm going to turn my loop bar off. I don't need it. Next step, as I zoom out a little bit, drag select, copy, paste, a second one. Let's turn this one into an intro now. They're starting to get used to this a little bit. Delete. Split. Now I have an upside down staircase, guys, right? Are you used to seeing that? They're going, yeah, we get that, which is good. And then I go up to the board and I say, I'm going to call this the intro, and I'm going to call this burger the A section. It's the first section, right? A. My next section will be called what? They say B, right? Since it's new musical material, it can't go in these rows. This row is only for lucid, wonky lead, right? Something new has to go down here in its own channel. So if I make a new burger and I'm just going to fly through this, this is going to sound like gibberish, right? A new burger down here and it creates new channels. This is now my B section. Let me zoom out a tad. Okay, intro, A burger, B burger. And since it's an ABA song, I'll say to them, I have an A section, I have a B section. Sydney, logically, my next section is probably, and she says C, and I'm like, yes, except no. Logically, it would be C, but this is an ABA project. I'll write that up on the board. So where am I going to get my A section from? I could go find all these again. That takes a while. Usually they know what I'm asking for is to copy this one. Please remind them, don't include the intro, right? Just the burger. Copy, put your cursor at the edge. Here's where this becomes important. I have this channel selected. So it's going to paste it or give me this error, which we see all the time. Mr. Greco, it says I can't paste. It says I can't paste. Yeah, I know. All you got to do is click on the top track. You have to tell Soundtrap where, north and south, to paste. Now I have this one selected, this top row. Control V. Intro. A, B, A. Change the colors around. Here's how I teach this. I tell them, the first day we do this, I give them the A burger. Then they have to trim these out to make an intro. They make their own B, and then they copy my A back over, and then they have to do a fade out. Then next class, they start from scratch, but do the exact same thing with different sounds. So make your own A burger, make it an intro, make your own B burger, and then put the A at the end. And then I tell them it's up to you. It's your song. If you decide it needs a fade out, you can, or you don't have to. There's one extra step I do in the B section just to spice it up. I will delete or cut this bottom part in half. I'm not sure why it does that extra split, so I usually just get rid of those and move this over. And then I'll say, I'm not going to do a fade out, I'm going to do a fade. Somebody says fade in, right? From the other side, do a fade in on the beat, and the beat will slowly build up until the A section. The transition from here to here can sound a little jarring, like you're two different songs. And I'll show you in the next video how to sort of mask that transition and hide the fact that they don't really blend very well yet, right? This is not a complete song yet. We're still working our way up to it. Cool. Thank you, guys.